Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So we went over a lot in the Crypto Minute, and we're going to try to get into all of it right now. So CFTC Chair Rostin Benham says that he has issues with how the SEC is handling regulation because he says it could possibly stifle innovation within the United States. That's not what we're trying to do. That's actually a very big deal. Okay, we should be paying attention to that kind of thing. We've got one arm of the government saying they're not liking what the other arm is doing, and that ought to tell you that the SEC is not on the right track. By the way, where was the SEC with the whole FTX debacle? Right? I'm just think about this. FTX was doing a lot of stuff, and as soon as it all went down, as soon as everything happened, a lot of facts came out. Right? A lot of things came out, but nothing's coming out about Binance. Nothing's coming out about Coinbase. And how smart is Cathie Wood to actually jump in and buy on the dip? Brilliant move, sweetheart. Brilliant move. But seriously, where were they? I think this whole thing is because they screwed up on FTX. And they're screwing up with XRP, or Ripple rather. And that's going to be a major problem for Mr. Gary Gensler and his cronies over at the SEC. There are just so many holes in this suit. So many. The U.S. court has given the SEC 7 days, to respond to a rulemaking petition brought by Coinbase. Now, I want you to take that in and remember that no rules have been made around, what is a security as far as crypto is concerned. They're going based off of rules made in 1946. So innovation on technology, but no innovation on regulation. That's dumb. That's one. But where were they with FTX? Now the court is saying, hey, you have to respond. Here's something better about that court's push. They have to either respond, right? They have to respond in some kind of way. And they're saying, well, if you're not gonna respond, you have to tell us why. Yeah. This lawsuit is the dumbest move they could have made. And there are rumors that Elizabeth Warren had her hand in this or whatever. That would be worse. Right? I think that would be worse because she's proving to not understand how these things work and what the actual impacts are. I do question her, her acuity. But those are things that I'm contemplating as I look at this whole situation. Now, Coinbase is also facing cease and desist orders, pending cease and desist orders from about 10 or 11 states. That's not good. But I go back and I say, wait a minute. Coinbase had to jump through a lot of hoops to be registered, to get licensed in each one of those states. And now all of a sudden you have a problem. You have a problem because supposedly they are selling securities that have been undefined. You're trying to define what is a security via a lawsuit. Again, innocent until proven guilty. And I think those states' moves, I think the SEC's moves are going against that one thought. I'm just going to put it out there for you. The Cardano community is pulling together a petition because they're saying, how could you call Cardano a security? And I sit back and I just go, they have a point. Look at how decentralized it is. Tell me how it fits the rules. Show me how. For each one of those coins, show me how. Right? So I have a problem with that. So that's one problem. Then we have the idea of Coinbase and Robinhood. And I'm going to touch on Robinhood some more in a little bit. But they both met in front of a House committee in support of I'm reading my notes, in support of the Responsible Financial Innovation Act, seeking regulatory clarity for the crypto industry. The timing of the lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase is weird in so many ways. You've got the Heinemann emails that are supposed to come out. You've got just the timing on that particular House committee meeting. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, wow, you really want to take the eyes off of something else and put them over here, don't you? I don't think that's going to work. I really don't think that's going to work. And I told you yesterday, I think there's going to be a major problem as, Congress looks at, the idea that they're going after a stablecoin. And I believe it was the CFTC that said stablecoins are commodities, but they're going after a stablecoin. Something else that they're doing is, I told you yesterday again, they're trying to freeze the assets of Binance.us. And that's weird. It's stupid. It's atrocious. Just think of it's ridiculous. It's all kinds of words, right? But Binance is saying, hey, look, listen, they're going after corporate assets. Your assets are fine. As a user, your assets are fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, I can believe that. I can actually believe that. So for me, again, I'm sitting back and I'm looking at everything that the SEC is doing and has done and thinking, you're dumb as dirt. Your case is full of holes and it's inconsistent. And I would lead with the inconsistency of the lawsuit brought against the defendants first. Again, you named one stablecoin. You haven't given a reason as to why the other coins listed are actually securities. You haven't said this is why they are securities. You also didn't go after Ethereum. Why is that? By the way, Jack Dorsey, shut up. Ethereum is not a freaking security. Okay, I know you're a Bitcoin, lover. Ethereum is not a security. Yeah, he's running around saying stuff like that. So I just wanted to deliver that message. Otherwise, I like a lot of the stuff that Jack Dorsey does. But about that one thing, yeah, nah, shut up. So I think about that kind of stuff. I think about the impact that this is going to have across the industry. And not just crypto, right? Anything having to do with finance. You've got to stop and wonder, and you got to stop and ask yourself, well, what's a security? JP Morgan has Onyx. It's their private blockchain. So is that a security? Is it registered? I don't know. That's not to say that JP Morgan is doing anything wrong, but what are the standards that everybody has to go by? Did you know that Coinbase released an ad talking about the number of times that it met with the SEC to try to register, because the SEC, Gary Gensler himself, said it was so easy. They met with them so many times, it's ridiculous. So, how? How is that supposed to work? So I'm just sitting back and I'm wondering how this is all going to play out. And you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers, because the numbers are actually going to show you that the industry is taking it in stride, honestly. Everything is down at the moment, but I want you to look at these numbers about how far down it is as opposed to what people might have thought. The hit taken, okay, BTC is only down to 26.6. Ethereum is only down to 1859. So they took major dips. I mean, BTC was down in the 25,000s, but it's come back. And earlier it was in the 27,000s. So it's receded a little bit. But this is the industry telling you, yeah, buddy, your time is up. That's what this is saying to me. Fear and greed index, 53. So no, we're not in the greed section, but it does say that people in the industry are feeling pretty confident. TVL is down below 60. It's at 58.6 billion, right? 58.69 billion. You look at my chart and yeah, not a good look. 25,211, and we touched really close to that. 25,359 about. And we're still playing around with the bottom part right here where my crosshairs are. That's the bottom part of my green band. And my green band goes from 26, because it's not showing you, 26,635, give or take. Actually, it's 26,475 is my green band. And then you have 31,580 as the top part of my green band. We're still bouncing around the bottom, But if you just look widely, you zoom out a little bit, we're still moving laterally. Still a lateral motion within a given space. That ought to say a lot. That ought to say a lot. And I hope people catch on because it's going to be a big deal as we move forward. Looking at everything, you can see how Polygon has not recovered yet. It's at 79 cents over the past X amount of time. Let's look at 90 days, down 24%, 18%, almost 19% in the last 30 days, over 10% in 7 days, 4% in 24 hours, and 1% in the last hour. So the coins that were listed have not recovered yet. I expect them to. Now, I told you I was going to get back to you about Robinhood. Robinhood is thinking about delisting all of those coins. I think that's a bit cowardly. I'm just going to put it right there. I think it's a bit cowardly. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just wanted to deliver some more facts. If you can, I wonder if I could pull it up now. If we could pull up the ad that Coinbase is running right now on LinkedIn. Let's see. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find it. Just bear with me. This is it. Just look at the numbers. 57 times they met. Met with the SEC in 2022 30 times. Just look at these numbers. They're staggering. That's nuts. Now, I want you to take that in for a minute and say to yourself, does Coinbase look like they're running? Nope. They look like they're digging in and they're going to take the fight to the SEC. And they're not the only one. So you figure you've got big money behind Coinbase. You've got big money behind Binance. You've got big money behind Ripple. These companies are not playing games. They're tired of the games and stupidity at the SEC, and they're going to take the game to them. Now, when I look at that, I just go, wow. Wow. The number of jobs that can be lost, all those different things. I want you to pay attention to that. All right? Anyway, you have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.